And by the way, Lightning, you're introducing us this time because I've done it in Josh's own.
Yep.
So.
Okay. Good morrow, because it's 1:29 in the morning. This is the third part of this thing. Let's get it. Let's finish this.
Let's finish this shit. Okay, chapter 6. Warrior King versus Warrior in the Return of the Changelings. Apostrophe.
Roar Havoc.
By Roar Havoc.
Roar.
As they were approaching Canterlot, the Black Pegasus, Black Dynamite asked.
Oh,
No.
So-
Call read it as it's written.
Oh, okay. Black Pegasus asked. So, what? Casually, because you just wiped out all the Pegasi. So, what's apostrophe S you are name? Which is your, as in you are.
Yeah.
The machine replies apostrophe S. Well, period. Well, in my pony form, they call me Havoc, comma, and in this form, they call me Thorn, period. Now, since I told you my name, you tell me your you are name. The black. Oh, he actually has a name. The Black Pegasi, because he's more than one now. Replies apostrophe S. Period. Atomic vortex, but my friends call me Atom, comma. Comma. There's a comma there.
No, this next line is so dickish. Just read the next line.
Havoc replies, well, I'm not your friend. You just...
Oh yeah, no, I don't have any
name.
friends. I'd have, that line should have been like, my name's Atomic Vortex, but my friends call me Adam. They would if I had any. Oh, you don't have any friends? Yeah, because, you just killed all of them.
You just kill like half.
Here's where I'd put my friends, if I had some.
If I still had any.
Right, no, I love this bit, and I'm going to pick up holes in this bit. Havoc's, comma, jet form starts to fall from the sky. Atom, comma, has his hoof over his eyes thinking he's going to die in a crash. So, a Pegasi who has obviously spent most of his life flying, and by the way, Pegasi, as we've seen from the show, can go up, down, in all sorts of directions and stop suddenly. Suddenly thinks he's going to die because the jet is coming down from the sky.
Slowly.
And all Havoc can say is, I'm just decreasing altitude. It's a fucking Pegasus! I think he knows this.
Read the full line, because...
Havoc, comma, notices Atom's facial expression and exclaims, period, ugh, I'm just decreasing altitude. Period. Atom, comma, takes his hoofs off his eyes. Atom, comma, notices oh shit, notices the main six
nice linking.
From a stampede of black. Havoc, comma, notices it too and exclaims, full stop, time for some close air support.
Let's get some Cass up in here.
Period. Exclamation point, period.
Exclamation point, period. Havoc fires 2 projectiles that explode on impact, causing mass damage!
Mass havoc, you could say.
Mass damage! Not just damage. Mass damage. You got them, period, said Atom. In the past tense again, who was now plastered to the jet seat. So he's been splattered on the jet seat. Havoc replies, period, that was just the appetizer, here comes the main course. No period or comma or anything, just stop.
Hey, remember how I killed all of your friends like this? Check it out, I'm gonna do it to these guys too.
Havoc, comma, opens a flap, revealing a multi-barreled gun on the jet's fuselage.
It's the jet's penis.
It's on the jet's fuselage.
Fuselage.
It's not a fuse medium, it's not a fuse small, it's a fuselage.
I love that
Period.
spelling.
Atom notices it and asks, what is that?
Is that the thing I used to kill all my friends?
I'm gonna read this bit. By the way, it's now apparently a 75 caliber instead of a
85
By the way, I'm gonna read this in the Heavy's voice because it sounds just like the Heavy.
Wait, they had to small it down because it was a jet, not a 5-story robot, so it's
Havoc replies back, this is my favorite gadget. This Kyox cannon, this Gatling gun can fire 1,275 caliber incendiary rounds in 12 seconds. Hello, heavy weapons guy.
$20 billion to run.
It costs 4,000. So what the hell's a Kyox cannon?
I don't know. It's like chaos, but
This
Chaos.
is a slightly downgraded version of Chaos.
With more X's, because X's are cool.
The Kyox cannon, this Gatling gun, if you don't have Gatling gun, fucking planes do not carry Gatling guns. They carry miniguns if they're one of the really large ones that doesn't travel out. Because if you were to travel at like Mach 10 with a fucking Gatling gun outside, you'd rip the damn thing off the plane.
I think the only thing that does is the
Some of the very, very large ones do, but that's because they're troop transports, they
Yeah.
don't travel.
I think the A10, or is that a minigun?
No, it's like they're like the C40 somethings carry, I
And
think.
what does the A10 carry?
Maybe it does. I don't know. Anyway, it's
The
not.
point is that doesn't go Mach 10, so we're alright.
So it's fine. The chaos, right? Atom, comma, in Curiosity. So he's inside someone called Curiosity now. Replies, "What do incendiary rounds do?" Comma. Question mark. Period.
As a scientist, you should
Havoc,
know.
Havoc, comma, replies, "They explode and burn on." No, they don't explode. And
No.
burn on impact with solid materials.
That would be explosive.
A
perhaps.
period K period A. Those moving black things on the ground. No period or comma. Or anything.
Okay, hold on. I know this is a relatively minor point compared with all the other bullshit.
Oh no,
but
please do. Go on.
a couple of things I want to bring up real quick. One, Adam has just seen all of his friends murdered by the plane that is now using the exact same weaponry to blow away more living creatures. Apparently PTSD does not exist in this universe. Two, this character, his name is Vortex Adam Atomic Vortex? Atomic Vortex.
Yeah.
His keyboard is an infinity sign, and his profession is farmer.
Clearly,
This guy is
clearly his true calling.
either this guy is like a hardcore hipster, reject. It was like, my parents wanted me to be an astrophysicist, but sorry, you know what? I'm going to be a farmer, all organic.
He's a
That
hipster
or this
drug
guy
scientist.
is just fucking stupid and is just like, this seems logical. This is pretty logical, good.
How does he
gonna
know
say.
what incendiary? Surely, and why do you say it explodes? That's explosive rounds. You can't have both.
That's not. Yeah, you can't have explosive incendiary. Well, no. Okay.
Because they-
It's like having armor-piercing hollow point bullets.
Yeah,
That doesn't make
was.
sense.
It's like that. What was that one? There was. Oh, I can't say it, but there was one fan fiction that we were reading, and it had high explosive armor piercing. Like, it had like all.
Oh, no,
those...
you can get high explosive armor piercing.
I know, no, but it was
That
like
you can get.
it was like some sort of really weird thing, and also it shot up in front of him and landed behind him. Which, for that to happen, it would have had to have gone through him, but it didn't. So that doesn't
Look,
really.
dudes, we are like a couple of paragraphs down from the top. We are nowhere
It's
even
like,
close.
this is its own separate video. This can go on as long as it wants.
Actually, yeah, you can
Okay,
get AP
Havoc.
PG, can't you?
Yes, you can.
Can
Havoc, comma, fires his coax cannon. Wait, hang on, I'm going to type it to Google while I just.
It's not a real
Kind of-
thing. I just did.
Okay. At the black creatures causing smoke and causing fire and smoke and shrapnel at one point only. 1 point. Making it impossible to see what he was firing at, even though it's a jet.
Hmm.
Okay. So the smoke and shrapnel clears the 6 dazed ponies look up. Rainbow Dash remembered the flying machine that attacked the Pegasus. Period. But now it saved them. So that's fine then. It's wiped out like every Pegasus in the town, but it saved them, so it's fine. The flying machine turned vertical at the side of the bridge.
I want to just
Hang on, what?
again, like I'm not going to keep on harping on this point right now, but I just want everyone to remember this is a machine that, with incredibly minimal provocation, basically someone getting too close to its engine and burning up, decide to commit essentially small-scale genocide.
Yep.
Stay and listen to the repercussions of this. Just
Joining the
keep it in mind as we go on.
opening the cockpit, which I assume it stopped flying because it turned vertical on the side of the bridge. Otherwise, the cockpit's going to get ripped off.
It's landed
Open the cockpit
vertically on the
window.
side of the bridge.
A orange-coated and blonde-maned pony jumped on the side of the machine, tilting it sideways because she weighs a fuck ton apparently. Atom shouts, "Applejack, get off the side of the jet! You're throwing him off balance." Is it still? I assume it's gone VTOL and it's not moving anymore. Applejack replies, "Get off the thing that attacked you and tried to kill you." So she's talking sense, and Atom's like, "He didn't attack us. We attacked him. And don't call him a flying machine. He is a jet." What? What?
Oh, you're not even close to
He
done
didn't
yet.
attack us. We attacked him. No, you fucking didn't.
The stupidity has only just
No,
begun.
and don't call him a flying machine. He's a jet. Don't call him a man. He's a human.
Atom says, "Havoc, let me introduce you to my friends," because he knows the main six, obviously. "This is Applejack, she's my main mare, and the rest are Rainbow Dash, Fluttershy, Rarity, Twilight, and Pinkie Pie." Havoc stays quiet and asks, "Does anyone know where Luna is?" So the Luna that you left behind didn't want to sleep with you now care about, okay? Twilight replies, "The last time I saw her, she was busy. She was keeping changelings off our backs. I think she is still at the church." Havoc,
The church?
The church, that's the most logical place to go. Havoc, because he knows where the church is, runs off. He now runs off the side of the bridge. So he's now.
He's a jet that's running off.
So no, he's turned back. So hang on, he turns back
no.
into his pony form then, because he's now being referred to as Havoc.
No,
He runs off the side of the bridge and turns into his jet form. So that means that he turned back into his pony form, either devouring or crushing the guy inside the cockpit.
Did he turn to his pony form or his
He's turned back into his pony form, and now he's turned back into his jet form.
By the way, just to break the immersion of the story.
No, because if he turned into his robot form, he would have destroyed the bridge because of the fact that he's 5
Isn't
stars
Adam
tall.
still in there? Was
apparently
Adam
so.
still inside him?
Now
Just like
dead.
Adam in his back?
He's now been he's
now giving
inside.
birth to
He's
Atom.
This is now a Vorphic. Well done.
Great.
Havoc runs off the side of the bridge and then turns into his jet form, speeding off towards the church. And this is capital letters, so I'll shout this. Get your popcorn and soda because here's the final battle of the story.
Way to break the immersion of the story.
You can't
I
defeat.
was just like all kinds of immersed, and now I'm just God.
You can't defeat the king of the changelings! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Ha ha ha! Period. He says, taking off into the air. Luna, trapped in a corner next to her almost dead sister, shouts, "Almost dead, not quite dead. It was a fatal mistake, but she's not quite dead."
She's almost
As long as I have breath in my lungs, magic in my horn, flight in my wings, I will not stop fighting! Exclamation mark!
This is literally like the most cliche, like perfectly cliche example of introducing a horrible Mary Sue character, literally having the person show up as like a villain who is like the regular villain but worse, is basically kicking the shit out of our main characters. So they have no way of stopping him, and then the original character shows up as like, "Halt there, crazy villain!
Stop right there, criminal scum!"
The real hero survived."
The Changeling King laughs and powers up his horn for the final blow. Finish her. This is the end of the line. As he walks over to Luna, ready to kill her, a window-shattering roar. So he likes shattering windows. So having replaced the windows once already, they're now doing it again. Piercing the room, the stained glass windows are destroyed. Perfect, well done. After the roar came a silence, because everyone was deaf. The Spencer driving around, he keeps smashing windows. The king of the changelings backed up against the church door 2 minutes past. So he stood there for 2 minutes.
Hey, to be fair, he
Not
didn't
3.
stand there for 3 minutes. He's breaking new ground in terms of periods of time.
Not 3 this time, only 2. The king of the changelings walked back over to Luna, his horn
That's a new
blowing
record.
ready to kill. Then a loud explosion!
Oh, this is perfect. I love this. It's like
Explosive.
he's about to kill them. Then there's a giant explosion. He backs up against the wall. 2 minutes later, he's like,
Right, back to
okay, I
me.
guess that was it. All right. So where was it? All right. Haha! I'm going to kill you now. Ha.
Then a loud explosion. Yawning. It's so exciting, I'm yawning. Destroys the front of the church. Yes, another silence came into the room.
Come on, really?
Silence comes into the
It
room.
walked into the room, and then everyone
Silence-
forgot it afterwards because you forget them once you
Yeah,
stop
if you don't
seeing
look at them, you forget them.
Yeah.
The king of the changelings is now getting scared. Oh.
them. Hey.
Now backed up against the church door yet again and shouts out, "Come out and face me, coward!"
Coward.
And that's coward
Yeah, I
as
love
in
this.
cowering.
He goes with the thing and blows up. He's like, okay, it's gone, okay. So now I'm gonna kill. Oh god damn it! Blow up again, motherfucker!
If only I'd have waited 1 minute instead of 2.
I love the fact that it's spelled coward, as in, come out here, coward! As in, like, I'm scared, cowering.
So I just like the idea of like this dude, like the big robot guy just standing by the thing with like his laser cannon, just being like, okay, wait for it. Okay, he's about to kill her. Boom. Troll.
And then a familiar voice said, and this is the best use of this word I've ever seen, "I'll be obliged to." So it's like someone said, "Come out and face me." He's gone, "Oh, he's asked me to face him. I can't say no to that. Sorry."
Let's do it.
Luna looks around to find out where the voice had came from. You don't want to know. And then all of a sudden, the sound of cracking and falling concrete. What? Followed by a dust cloud coming from the center of the church hall. Luna can see the outer line of a alucon. So they haven't actually fully drawn the alucon, it's just the outer line.
Period.
Period. Havoc, comma. In Luna said with a smile of relief.
By the way, this is all in the same paragraph as the "I'll be obliged to." From Havoc.
The dust clears. Havoc, comma, sees the king of the changelings for the first time. Havoc exclaims, "You're one ugly motherfucker."
Motherfucker.
The king of the changelings.
Hold on, real quick. Two things. One, again, two people talking in the same paragraph. And two, that's an Arnold line.
I love the idea of him just going in there and going. No, but I love
in
the
addition
idea.
to having a transformer in the universe of My Little Pony, he's now quoting Predator.
Get to the
You
chopper.
are one ugly motherfucker.
Get down.
The king of the changelings trees, just like Breeze, but slightly,
Trees.
to open the church doors. He notices that if there are no church doors left, he blew them up. Because they can't open them.
It's a bit of an outline of a door they so.
He tried to
He notices
open
they're
them.
jammed on the other side. What jammed on the missile? Havoc says, "You like killing mares, don't you?" Says the guy who wiped out all the fucking Pegasi.
Oh, there's so much
no,
hypocrisy in this one
Well, this is
sentence.
an ironic line. Well, then, time to pay for what you do. Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! He shouted with rage in his eyes again. He's got rage in his eyes.
He's just
It
like,
raises his eyes, period. By the way, also, yeah, as he pointed out, he blew up the doors twice, the front of the church twice, and now the main villain is stuck because he can't open the doors because they're jammed. Apparently, going through the giant gaping holes would just be cheating.
The changeling king turns around and fires a green beam. Oh no. He fires off a purple beam and suddenly it's Harry Potter. The two beams collide, causing a shockwave to rip the church apart, so now he can escape.
No, Havoc fires.
As the church was crumbling around Luna, she noticed that Havoc's beam was getting shorter. Oh dear. Replace the word beam with penis. The king's penis reaches Havoc's.
No, the king's beam
Reaches Havoc's horn. The green beam explodes, making Havoc fly back and crash through a church pillar with a thud and snap. There's no church left! Luna sees that Havoc is down and pouring blood from his head and ribs.
The blood comes out of solid bone.
Yeah. Luna stands up and fires more beams. They're fighting with ancient Egyptian laser beams now.
Yeah, good.
And fires a beam across the room toward the king. The king of the changelings sees it and deflects it at Celestia. It hits her! Luna hears her sister's cries of agony.
Strange.
The king's beam. It's actually, hang on, what I imagine is Luna fires this beam, it deflects it at Celestia, and you get, "Ooh, what you say? That you only meant well. Well, of course you did."
Sees it and deflects it at Celestia. ... It hits her, period.
Waiting a while. It's a really, really slow beam.
It deflects at Celestia. It hits her. And like, there's no exclamation point, so it's like the king of the changelings sees it and deflects it at Celestia. It hits her.
As you expected.
As it hits it will cause mass damage.
Of course.
The king fires another beam at Luna. Wait.
Oh.
It hits Luna, causing her to fly back into a stone wall. Oh no. Havoc closes his eyes. Something said to him, "Do it for yourself. Do it for what you love."
I love killing.
That sounds like a line from the song. Havoc opened his eyes. They were now replaced with a orange glow.
Okay. We're getting
orange glow. No, using orange. Luna looked in agony, mutters, "He's changing."
He's changed things.
Havoc's legs are replaced with a long metal chicken bent leg, so he's turned into a robot chicken now. And his arms replaced by long metal spindly arms with long bent fingers. Oh, my bent fingers.
So bent.
His chest replaced by rocket launchers. And a jet console.
I have a rocket launcher instead of a chest.
No, it's not rocket launcher for a chest. His chest is a rocket launcher.
Multiple
And
rocket
his shoulders replaced by jet.
His chest replaced by rocket launchers.
There's
So
more
it's a
than one.
massive rocket launcher surrounding a jet cockpit.
And his shoulders replaced by jet intakes. And his Pegasus wings are replaced by long, thin fighter jet wings with jet engines on them. So hang on, he's got jet intakes and jet engines.
Yeah.
So the intakes just go nowhere. It's just pulling air around. The change was complete. Havoc, comma, has now become Thorn. Full stop. Luna was hurt and scared. She's never seen an alu
Hurt and scared. Period.
before. Thorn shouts, "You're all mine, you worthless piece of shit."
What the
The Changeling King is up for another round. So
he's
he
up for
wants
another
another round to drink. He wants some of the beer.
Yeah, he wants,
Round 2.
he wants
Fight.
some bitter.
And fires another beam. Oh, this one doesn't have full dots after it. No one. Thorn dodges. The beam missed Thorn. Well done.
No,
So
Thorn
Thorn
dodges.
I can just imagine. Thorn dodges. The beam hits Thorn.
Yeah.
Hold on. Another beam. Period. Thorn dodges. Period.
The beam
Beam
is
misses Thorn.
missing Thorn.
Thorn.
The beam's missing him already. He's only been away for like a minute.
So yeah.
Period.
He fires the beam. Period. Dodges. Period. Missing Thorn. Period.
Generating a shockwave that breaks mountains.
I'm kind of wondering where
It's broken mountains. It's got
Wait, hold
a
it.
construction
is
post.
it the beam? Oh, is it the beam that's shaking mountains, or is it missing Thorn so hard it's shaking mountains?
It missed him so hard. It's making a shockwave that breaks mountains.
Why? If it breaks mountains, why
Period.
hasn't it killed him?
The two warriors are locked in a battle of strength and superiority.
Specifically,
Havoc transforms into... I've got like tingly because I'm laughing so much. Havoc transforms into his jet form. This isn't even his final form. Then suddenly an extreme burst of flames and air mix together, causing a shockwave, making Havoc's jet form rocket toward the king. Havoc hits the king with the nose of his jet form. Havoc fires his coax cannon at the roof of the church. The church is fucking gone! How many times are you gonna explode the damn thing?
Also, how the hell
Blowing
is
a
he
hole
shooting at
through
the
it.
roof if he's going horizontally towards the king? And also,
don't
the
know.
fighter jet's like the size of the church. How the hell can you fit in there?
I don't know, this church is huge. It's been destroyed twice, but it's still there.
Then it would be
Luna
cathedral.
follows to give Havoc Yeah, because a giant jet with rocket launchers for a chest is gonna need support.
The Roman Catholic Church has a shitload of money to build huge cathedrals.
Then a
Clear.
crack snaps standing behind her. Luna turns around and looks to see Havoc coming towards her. Mysterious fire coming out of the jet's fuselage.
Fuse.
Now remember, not fuser small, fuser large.
And this one's fuse
Fuse are large.
Yeah, it's
Luna's run to
fuse
cover behind a
are
huge slab of concrete. Then a roar of an explosion cracked the church roof that has a so it's cracked and has a hole in it. Luna looks to see if everything is finished.
Are you done yet?
I'm gonna let you finish. By the way, guys, we're only like 20% of the way through this.
Oh,
No,
really?
we're actually most of the way through it. There's
Are
a
we?
lot of comments.
Alright,
there's
fair enough.
another one.
Yeah. So by the way, this church now has like broken pews, a hole in the roof, like
Right, at once.
another thing in the roof. It's got 2 walls missing from the front, but it's also got jammed doors.
At the back.
It's
at
pretty
the
fucked
And
up.
that's the worst thing, that the doors are the doors are jammed.
jaws are down.
It was the worst thing for the Changeling King because he tried to run away. So he couldn't because of the jammed doors.
You have to go through the door. You want to leave in the proper way by going through the doors.
Son of a
Anyway,
church.
only to quickly move ahead against the slab. The king is thrown against the wall really hard. Luna looks into the blaze of flame and smoke again. She sees a outline of a giant robot. The smoke clears only to show Havoc in his robot form looking her direction. Dire action. Dire action.
One dire action.
Suddenly, Luna is taken hostage by the king. Hostage, not hostage, hostage.
She's taking his.
If you want to kill me, you're gonna have to kill your first love, who he didn't want to sleep with, so obviously not a first love. Said the king of the Changelings with a smirk on his face. Because he's absolutely fine. Havoc raised his arms, revealing a Gatling gun. Of course. Havoc, please no, Luna said with fear in her eyes. The barrel on Havoc's gun started to spin. Havoc, please no!
No, hold on a second. You have to
Sorry,
read this right.
sorry. I'll read it right, Asa. Havoc! Please! No!
No.
Luna shouted once more.
No. Again, hold on a second. Yes, Havoc, please, no.
Loads
Space,
of
space,
exclamation marks.
Luna, space, said, space, with, space, fear, space, it, space, her, space, ears, period, space, the, space, barrel, space,
Where the hell are
on,
you
space,
reading?
Havoc, space,
Oh, it's great, there's so many spaces.
space, start, space, two, space,
Oh, sorry,
spin.
it's barrels, by the way, on the gun. Apparently, this is a multi-barrel.
Barrels. Spin, period.
Mixed paragraph, maybe.
The ground starts to crack.
No, please no, it's just a word. That's just right.
What the?
Period. The ground gives way under the king and Luna. They both fall to the ground beneath them with a thud. Not a thid.
Not a thid.
The sound of metal hitting the ground gets closer. What? As the king and Luna lay with no help. The outline of Havoc's robot form appears in the smoke. Suddenly, a loud crack of gunfire echoes through the church hall. Luna looked to her left again, not the right, the left. There lay the king of the Changelings dead from the bullet Havoc shot at him. The incendiary bullet that didn't burst into flame this time.
No.
Luna, explode.
Firebolts over here.
Luna then breaks free of the rubble covering her. Now the battle was won. Oh good. Havoc turns back to his Alicon form, takes steps forward, period. Then he falls to his knees, then falls to the floor, lost the daggers. He hasn't taken any fucking wounds! He's a fucking jet!
He ran into Black Dynamite at that one point, remember?
Yeah, sorry, it's still crazy.
It took him this long to get concussion.
Luna runs over to Havoc with tears in her eyes. 18 hours later, we're doing better now, 18, not like 3, it's fine.
Story's starting to slow down a bit.
Havoc finds himself, there's a load of text in capitals later on, I'm gonna have to shout that. Finds himself in a room, he looks down, he has his hands back. He removes the covers on his bed, he notices he's back to his human form. So he's got 4 forms now.
Human, jet, giant robot, and Alice.
This is exactly what you were saying about the OCs, I think it's got different forms. That thing that you hate.
Luna walks, I'm just having massive rage at this. Luna walks in, so I see you're awake, period. Havoc, turns around turning back into his Alicon. Fucking hell! Hang on, if he has if he can turn between human and Alicon form, why the fuck was he freaked out at talking ponies? Fucking hell. Luna gives a light giggle, so it floats away. Light giggle.
It's light in there.
Not a heavy giggle that falls to the floor. Come on, you're going to miss You Are Welcoming ceremony. Havoc and Luna walk out the room together, side by side. Before the welcoming ceremony started, this is in brackets by the way, and then suddenly, let me just shout this out.
Full capitalization.
Okay, you ready guys?
Go.
Yep.
As the sun set and the moon risen, I looked at the setting sun and atom, period. Standing next to me, period. And it reminded me of what I gained. And it reminded me of what I gained. I looked back into the sky, period. And the stars are coming out, and I looked back at Atom, and I missed having friends by my side, full stop. And for Luna, my heart remains with her. I've never felt love nor more affection like this. That's affection, so it's full of like this. For Luna used love, it was super effective. For anything, but now that I have Atom by my side and Luna to love and protect, period. I think I can handle anything the world throws at me.
No period.
No period. No period.
Yeah.
Also, I'd like to make a point. He spelled Nor
So,
wrong.
by the way,
that's like a place.
One of the things that helps teach him that, he really needs friends. The good things in his life is his relationship with the guy who murdered all of his buddy, all of his friends he murdered. Then he beat the shit out of.
Okay.
Let drive around.
Maybe Professor Plum. So hang on. Let me. Is he replying to a comment here? Or okay, right. Okay, this guy says. Alright. Professor Plum said, I'm going to read a couple of these comments because it's actually quite funny. Okay. Professor Plum says, wow, 3 nukes in one story, it must be a record. Okay, comment on the story, can do. It's terrible. The plot is threadbare, yet almost indecipherable. The OC is utterly shamelessly horrible. A self-insert Aliconus OC who turns into a jet. I mean, what? Well, they may share names with them. Mostly it depends on how you decide to spell that name that time. The characters in the story are not the ones from the show we all love. Everyone is horribly out of character to the point I'd say they're pretty poorly programmed robots. The only purpose is to feed raw Havoc one-liners and to stand around swooning on him while he does everything for some contrived reason. Those obnoxious, pointless author-inserted comments are still as obnoxious and pointless as ever. Whilst it's true that you've improved the grammar somewhat, capital letters mostly, we didn't bloody notice, sometimes, even on words they're supposed to be on, it's still terrible. As we said last time, autocorrect on your phone is clearly failing at its task. If you can find someone willing to trudge through this mess on a regular basis, get them as an editor, and the author's comments at the beginning to make us lose hope in humanity's future. To which Raw Havoc replies, "This is a fiction site. It's not all meant to have characters with all the same personalities as the ones in the show, and also a reason it's a self-insert story is because it's the first step in my OC's adventure in Equestria, and there will be about 6 fics in total." Can't fucking wait. About my OC's adventure. That's the reason there's not much of a story in this fic, because the story will be told over the process of 6 fictions. But I also do side stories as well. Some might have my OC in them, but not many. I can't wait to read the rest of these. Actually,
I think I'm going to be looking for the next reading.
To which, by the way, he replies to Raw Havoc. Professor Plum says, "Actually, it is. This is a pony fiction site. It's about ponies. The ponies you mentioned are from the show. Therefore, they should act like they're from the show. If Twilight isn't being the adorable bookworm we all know and love, then she isn't Twilight. Call her Midnight Sprinkles or something. You can't just take the name, assuming you spelled it correctly, and stick it on a different character. That's just wrong on so many levels." And someone else has replied to Raw Havoc's thing and saying, what? The amount of sense this makes, it's so small that it's mind-boggling. This is fan fiction. This means it's a base work to work off. In this case, My Little Pony Adventures Magic. So if you're going to use characters from the show, as opposed to the universe, the world of the show, the characters should be the same as they are in the show, unless you're able to give a good reason as to why they're not. Simply wanting them to be different is not a good reason. As for the story itself, I ran away screaming off the first couple of lines of dialogue. The narration was so choppy my eyes were cut into tiny little pieces just looking at it. Yeah, that's quite clever. I mean, that the first sentence was really about 4 or 5 sentences mashed together to form something commonly referred to as a train wreck. I can go on and on. I can go on and on about how terror bad this fiction is, but I'll just be saying the same thing over and over again. I think by now, if I don't get to the point, there's no hope for you. See, Poltron, I made a comment about the story. That's what you told us to do.
I just have to make a point. The word terror-bad, I remember the first time Gene said that, and I don't know why it had me in stitches for some reason. I love that word. But yeah, that does describe it very aptly.
Jesus fucking... I love the way he tries to defend himself by saying, "This is a fiction site." Yeah, so write some good fucking fiction.
Trust me, there are some...
anything.
Trust me, if you want a good laugh, check out his blog, like the blog he has on fanfiction. The thing is, he actually does defend himself in the most trollishly nasty, mean-spirited, idiotic ways possible. I feel sorry for this guy. Go. He's kind of a dick. But okay, here's one thing I want we'll end off this episode, but I want to end it off on a bit of a high note. So, in preparation for when we do the next stories, here's something Raw Havoc said about, this first chapter. First, Kamiya said, let me find the thing. So this is originally in response to, let's see here.
Wait, where is this located?
A strange alicorn with abilities that only the most powerful alicorns could only dream of. ... Raises Grant Cadeo. Damn, I don't know.
Wait, where are we?
No. I'm looking at the comments for the story. So, to which the author replies, "At least I'm honest about my OC." The commenter winces. And it's a sound turnoff. No one, to my knowledge, likes reading an almighty character. To which the writer replies, "Aye, my OC may seem OP, but read my other MS fics when I release them. But the deeper the story gets, the less almighty my OC looks."
Oh, he's British.
Gentlemen, we are in for a treat. Apparently, his stories get so much better.
Are we gonna can we make this into a series where we read this guy's stories?
Yes, we'll read through his entire series.
And
but for now,
moment.
gentle viewers,
gentlemen,
we must bid you adieu.
We have a problem. Yes.
And see you guys next time.
Goodbye.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. We bloody well didn't.
We'll put ourselves through it again, and more than just one time, if you really want us to do that. Goodbye.
Bye.